Why, hello! What's going on? It is I, Eldred Wolfsbane, the unofficial wizard of the OSR, with a few musings and rantings. But anyway, tonight I'm about to go and play another session of Old School Essentials with my wizard, Davon Yadison. One of the last surviving characters of Beelzebub's games that I've played. Stonus Black Diamondus, the greatest dwarven fighter ever, was fallen by a damn wight a few months ago. Very hard to get over a character that you enjoyed so very much, but such is life. So some of my musings and rantings and such. Old School Essentials basically is the BX game with the advanced rules attached. That simplicity. Also, the issues that most people had with wizards. You have to really get yourself into the character, because with the improvements of modern gaming, of course, playing a wizard can sometimes not be that fun when you run out of spells. You are SOL, as they would say. While many of the newer versions of the game somewhat remedied that. Now, I am currently, but not frequently enough, due to an arrow in the knee, playing also a 5th edition wizard, which is quite fun. Especially since the people I'm playing with they're young people, but it's rednecks, unwoke gamers, and just a really great little group. The game master is really doing a great job. The session that I played was a replacement session, though, for my Back to the Dungeon game, which has caused me some discontent in a way, but at the same time, I'm trying to turn here. At the same time, it's been a relief because I don't have to run the game. I don't have to lug the gigantic boxes of miniatures and stuff that I need to just go and use only the ones that I need to use and leave all the rest home and all that, or go with cardboard counters that I have invented myself. But I have not done that like an idiot. So, when it was suggested that another person run a game it was 5th edition, which with much angst, I went ahead and said, okay, if you're running and I don't have to leave the house and we're doing it on the virtual tabletop, it's going to be all right. And by God, I forgot how much fun 5th edition is. It's really a fun game. Before all the woke BS and all that, it was extremely fun. And these players are very much like my original 5th edition group that I played with, that were a bunch of, they play like older gamers. They're into the game for, not for builds and stuff, but for the story, and they use the build and powers of the character to play that story. But it's not about the build first, which is another thing I realized about my second group of 5th edition players, which didn't work out. At one point in time, one of the players that was hosting dropped out, so the next player, he decided to post it at his house, and then a few people stopped showing up, and people seemed to be having too much adultness going on, and all of a sudden he's like, don't want to hurt your feelings, but I'm not feeling this game no more, we're just gonna stop. And I'm like, Yeah, my schedule was changing anyway, so a Tuesday night gaming session wasn't going to be possible anyway. They're coming up very soon, but I don't know. I kind of felt a little, you know, we ain't jiving here. The way they played is totally different than the way us older players play. And the more conservative players play, it seems. They were not of, some of them there were not of the, they were of the liberal, okay? They were libtards, damn it. I don't know what to tell you. But anyway. So, that puts me in another pickle. It's like, what do I do with my Back to the Dungeon game? I mean, I have it all ready to go on the Owlbear Rodeo. But the next problem is finding the day that I could get people together to do it. Which for me, the most convenient would be super late at night after everyone's went to sleep. So I don't have to worry about people wanting my time and shit, whatever. So I don't know. It's one of those, do I just go ahead and re-abandon my game? Other part, going back to 5th edition though, I wonder if this is going to be able to be heard with all the goddamn rain right now. Anyway, other side of this would be, unlike my game, I still keep finding stuff and have to work on it. 5th edition has now been given away basically, or it will be completely given away with the Creative Commons and the new OGL. Will be given away, or is being given away, because they're coming out with 1 D&D, also known as 6th edition. I don't give a shit what you say. I cannot stand when someone who is was even alive when I started gaming tries to tell me that 1 D&D is not 6th edition. Did you look at it? Did you see the rules? It has all the same formation of the 5th edition rules, but they've changed stuff too much. It's another edition. Shut your pie hole and don't argue with me. You're wrong. But they may have screwed up because more than one person has pointed out they gave away the whole candy store. So a lot of people can start producing stuff with using Creative Commons and do anything they want, you know, other than the actual IP of Wizards, but you know. So I don't know if there's going to something come out of it. I think that what's basically about to happen is that 1 D&D, aka 6th edition, is going to be one of the first editions to come out that will be rejected more than it's embraced. Now I could be wrong, but being that they're going to get rid of the print books, which is a lot of us gamers like, and go for just the 3 rule books and more digital for stuff. I mean, occasionally printing a book here and there. Now, the other side of this is you have to think is, what if the 1 D&D, also known as 6th edition, virtual tabletop is really freaking good? That could be a possibility. It could be so damn good that everyone's going to flock to it. But we also have to remember that we're going to be flocking to an area with a bunch of wokies. And what woke people do is, oh, they don't completely agree with me. Let's ban them. And you will get your ass banned and you will suddenly be out of this little walled garden. So I'm not sure how you're going to do this without, you know, I mean, it could be a great virtual tabletop and it could be a prison camp. I'm not sure. But anyway, that was a few of my musings, and I'll see if any of this is usable because the damn rain had to come down, and I know I could hear it really loud in my ears, so you may not be able to hear anything I'm saying, or was saying. It's now calmed down on the rain, so. Anyway, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 50 members, so if I can get to 50 members, I can start doing live streams, and I will promise you, I will bring on some really good guests. And they'll probably be politically incorrect, and they may offend some of you, so I even like it more, so. But, you know. But I'm thinking there may need to soon be another, yeah, let me go back, PS, I'm not done yet. Yeah, back to 5th edition. I had mentioned before in the conservative OSR group on Facebook many months ago, if not last year, maybe a year or two ago, about a 5e insurrection. Whenever it was possible to use the Dungeon Masters Guild on DriveThruRPG to make take an area over of the Forgotten Realms, when there still is the 5th edition official setting, and make us an area with a town, you know, maybe take some existing lore, but then make it for lack of a better word, not necessarily conservative and definitely not woke and liberal, but a traditional gaming area, and kind of like the Candlekeep, Tales from Candlekeep, whatever the hell that book was called, where a bunch of authors got together. I was suggesting that a bunch of more conservative and traditional gamer authors get together and basically make a really cool book using the DM's Guild, using Forgotten Realms. And it still could be done before 1D&D comes out, but you know, you understand it's a mark and then a failing mark. But and come out with something so badass cool that has nothing to do with stupid ass politics and virtue signaling and such. And it would have, if people would have got together and done this would have been something incredible. It would have made a big old impact on 5th edition. But like most things that you try to do that are great damn ideas, more than one person's like, let's use this strange homebrewed version of 2nd edition. I'm not using 5th edition. I'm like, listen, a 5e insurrection means you use 5e. You're wanting to have a battle to strike against the woke bullshit, but what are you doing? You're like, let's use edition that 3,000 people play. You know, it's like this. They had 40 million players, or supposedly, allegedly. If you can get just 5 or 6 million to buy your book, you know, everyone involved could have probably been doing pretty well, but nobody wanted to play the game. So, one thing I'm also talking about is insurrection, the OSR, 5e OSR, and it looks like it spells the word SEOSR or something like that. The insurrection part 2. So this will be using the OGL and Creative Commons, you know, not writing any damn rules, or very few if any rules, going in and coming up with some really cool adventures and such, using the 5th edition to get to that customer base, but through a 5e OSR view. And I'm sure right away people are going to go, oh, let's disagree with that, you know. And then I have to look at myself and go, what about my Back to the Dungeon game that I suddenly resurrected, now it's dying again, I don't know what I'm doing with it. I'm just not sure. So, anyway, looking at the giant cumulonimbus in front of me, I've kind of lost my train of thought a little bit, but big old cloud. You probably see it in the reflection of my glasses here. Huh? Can you see the big cloud? Anyway, doesn't matter. Well, that's about all I have. Please like and subscribe. I need to try to get to 50 members so I can start doing some live streams. We'll do that occasionally. Well, headed to play my Old School Essentials game. And hopefully it's going to be a blast. That's what I'm hoping for. So, it always is. Old Beelzebubba, the DM, you know who you are. You do a pretty damn good job. One of the last old school dungeon masters out there. And fruitcakes need not apply. No, but anyway, if you get a chance, watch some of his videos. He's got this laugh that is just insane. And it's kind of like redneck tucker crossing effect or something. I'm not sure how to describe it, but it's usually some good videos with good points and stuff. So I'm waiting for Old School Fool to start making some videos, and maybe some of the other conservatory people. You know who you are. So anyway, over and out. Hope you're jealous of my hairstyle. All right, bye.